Do you have any advice for women who might be like in a similar situation where you were before, like a few months ago, or thinking, should I do that? Or shall I watch free videos on YouTube? Or shall I try to figure out myself? What would you say to them?
Well, honestly, I'm now quoting a friend of mine from the Netherlands. She told me Swiss people just throw money at the problem. And this is a bit what I feel like I have done. If you want to get somewhere fast, then do this. If you want to figure it out on your own for basically much cheaper, you can do this, but it's going to cost you a lot in time. So yeah, this is my advice. If you want to be fast and very effective, then join the program. Otherwise, you're going to figure it out eventually, but it takes a long time.
Yeah, I'm actually very proud of what you've done in this 3 months. I think you've done incredible, tremendous job, honestly. Like I've been seeing because I've been working now for quite a few with quite a few coaches, and some of them take years to do what you've done in 3 months. So you have to acknowledge your progress.
Yes, no, I do. I do feel yeah, I'm also happy with that. And I think that is what also such a structured program is really helping. It holds you accountable because if you kind of invest some money and but also for more so the time, I mean, I want to see a return on it, and the return is very, and I think again, this is also how you have set up the whole program. It is very targeted and clear. Whatever we are working on then leads to something very concrete, which again you can use and build on. And so it never felt like I'm doing just something for the sake of learning, but actually I felt like I'm doing something for, yeah, for my business ultimately while I'm learning at the same time. And I feel like this perspective is what probably is also quite unique in your program. You're looking at it from what does the business need, and then you upskill the people on that. And usually most people doing it the other way around. That's just how academics work, right? You build up all this wealth of knowledge and then eventually you need to have to apply it, but you're flipping the script here.
Can you maybe tell me just a little bit more before you came to work with me inside brand, like where your idea about your coaching practice, about your own brand and your business, where you were at before?
So before I knew that I wanted to make this happen, I had already started to create a bit of an outline of what I wanted to do. My offer already actually worked on my brand also. So the colors and all of that, I had that even before I came working with you. What I didn't have was this clarity on my client, my ideal client. And I was just, yeah, kind of lost at where exactly shall I now start? I had so many ideas. This is where I felt like the whole program has helped me to structure my thoughts more and put one step, one foot after the other.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I started, quite frazzled all over the place with the clear idea and some groundwork done.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. And then why did you join the brand mentorship? Did you consider any other like coaches or any other offers?
Yes, I did. One of the reasons I decided to do this is very honestly Style Accelerator. I really like the format. It just works very well for me. I do like to process information in my own time. What I hate, honestly, I would never go to a pure classroom session because again, and I mean, I've learned that in my studies. Psychologists told me that I'm processing information much faster than others, and hence sitting in a classroom is just doing nothing for me. So this knowing that there is a curriculum through which I can go in my own time, that was one of the biggest reasons why I decided to join. So that was one. And then the other, I knew how you are interacting with people and the kind of feedback you're giving. So I was assuming that the way you did Accelerator is similar to the feedback you're going to give inside this program. And I felt like that's quite targeted. When I ask the right questions, I get the right feedback,
Hmm.
basically. So this is those two things were giving me the confidence to do this.
And inside brand, I mean, we've been 3 months working together. What was the biggest aha or takeaway from you for you?
I think um, one of the biggest aha moments was defining the two brands, which I want my brand to be, yeah, a mix of. That has really helped me nail it in terms of, yeah, how I want to, how everything should be looking and feeling like. So that was fun. I mean, it was very creative, which is something I like, but then on the other hand, it gave me so much clarity. And the other thing, I would have never done that. I had done, I think, 3 interviews prior to joining
Hmm.
your program, but you pushing for the 10 people, that I would have never done it on my own. And yet I feel like this was, I'm even contemplating continue doing it because I liked it so much. So yeah, that's probably the second one. And obviously this is now shifting or has shifted quite a lot in how I approach what I do. Even now, which program I'm going to
Hmm.
sell first. So yeah, I think that was the biggest one, whereas the other one was the most fun, I would say.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, and I think out of those interviews, like this very specific way I teach market research, it already you were just saying before that you almost have those couple of pre-sold clients that came out of those interviews. You also had this invitation to present your offer in this group of people. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.